everybody, we're going to do a strength-oriented follow-along for this live stream, so we're really excited to take you through that. In order to be successful following along, you're going to need a little bit of open space, small area of open space, and then we'll sort of go from there as to what you might have around the house and objects that we'll have that'll simulate that. We're excited. So for warm-up, I hope you were able to catch our most recent video. It was our movement mechanics circuits #1. If not, you're going to learn about it right now too. Ideally, you're already pros, so we're going to use that for our warm-up today. But movement mechanics circuit #1, we're going to do 8 times on each side for warm-up. So as a quick reminder, what we're doing is we're starting on one leg. We're going to take that same side elbow, opposite knee, little touch, switch, touch your toe. Grab the ground, left hand, right foot. We're gonna step through to a sit. Pull that leg back, to a lunge, pressing up. That was one on one side. Get the other side, elbow to knee, finger to toe, grab the ground, sitting it down, pulling back to a lunge, pushing up. That was 1 total. We gotta do 8. Elbow to knee, finger to toe, grab the ground, lunge, into a lunge up, elbow to knee, touch that toe. Little sit, into our lunge, 2. That toe, grab that ground, up we go. 3, again, elbow to knee. Touch that toe. Left hand, right foot, left foot extends. To the lunge, elbow to knee, touch that toe, grab that ground, back into that lunge. What number am I on? I think I'm on 4. Elbow to knee, touch that toe, grab that ground, joining us in, second side for number 5. Grabbing that ground. Pretty sure I did 5. Hard to talk and count and explain. How are you doing? Touch that toe. Lunge. Up. So 6, 2 more. Elbow to knee. Last one. Touch that toe. Up we go. Elbow to knee. Touch that toe. We did it! 8 times. That was 1. Next on the circuit.
That means that I get to step myself on in.
This is Charles.
Nicole, if you can go hit the title that's over that way.
Yeah.
You're just gonna hit the little eye icon for the exercise 1. We're gonna begin. We got a lot of different exercises that we're bringing you today for today's strength. Maybe you are just getting off of work. You've been remoting in for, I don't know how long you have to remote in for. When do you have to like be in a meeting right early in the morning? That would be quite the life to have to just wake up, roll out of bed, and just instantly be in an online meeting. So let's hope that it's not like that for you. So maybe you're just coming off that. We just are finally getting ourselves ready to go. Let's do some movement today. Let's find out some new things that we can do. One thing that we love to use in the gym are these wonderful slider things that we've got here. If you don't have access to a slider, you don't even need an actual fitness slider. They'll mark these things up like crazy on Amazon if you search for a fitness slider. But these are just super sliders. They're furniture sliders that we found at Walmart, I believe. Walmart or Target. They're, I don't know, $10 for a pack of 8 or something like that. But if you don't have access because you need something to follow along right now, if you have hardwood floor or tile, you could use a rag or a towel that you don't necessarily care that much about. Or if you've got some socks on, you can kind of do the same thing with a sock as you slide yourself on through. If you've got carpet, you could find a glossy book that you could put down on the floor and you can put your foot right up on top and you can follow along. So these sliders are wonderful. They allow you to target really just one side, one length of your body. As you think about placing your foot up on top, I forgot, Nicole's gonna go through and show us how this handles and goes. And there we go, fantastic.
So you don't have to do these with weight, absolutely not. If you don't have dumbbells at home, you can find a couple books to hold. You can grab some bags and load them up if you want to make something really heavy. Water jugs, filled at different levels, a lot of different options. I'm gonna use dumbbells. You can also do this with no weight, absolutely is an option. So, standing on your planning.
Oh yeah, so she's gonna be placing her foot firmly down on the middle of that slider, and then she's going to be really thinking about stabilizing with her standing leg. She's going to start off by reaching that leg back behind her. She wants to reach farther than you think so that that knee stays behind that toe. Then she's going to really think about pressing that leg down into the ground, almost like you're trying to scoop that leg underneath you. And what that's going to end up doing is drawing your entire body back upright, nice and tall. You're going to feel your glutes clench. You might feel a little bit of hamstring activation as well as you go through. We're doing 10 of these on each leg, 10 of these on each leg, going on down. Be kind to your knee. You don't need to jam that thing down in the ground. We just want to lightly tap it and then get ourselves back up in that standing position. When you get yourself all the way up, we're trying to get that hip nice and flat. We get ourselves up. We don't want it to stay arched forward or tilted down forward. We want to keep ourselves nice and stable. Get it up right, nice and high. Ooh. And she's going to switch legs, switch sides.
For me, maybe?
We also want to think about what's happening with the knees. Sometimes we start doing stuff on one leg when the knee kind of starts to cave its way in. We really want to make sure that the knee is staying nice and stable directly over that foot. Don't let it cave inward. Maybe it could go a little bit outward. That might be okay. But really think about making sure it stays nice and still as you drive that leg back behind you and then slide it up backward.
I don't know if I'm counting.
Oh, I wasn't counting.
Pretty good. Okay. Next exercise, everybody. Push-ups. We've got a lot of options.
We do have quite a few options for push-ups. This is just honestly anything that you can comfortably push yourself against. Push-ups have a lot of scalability with the stuff that's out and around in your environment. We're just trying to figure out how we can load our arms appropriately to get ourselves a workout. We're looking at anything that's around 5 or 10 reps. You kind of get to choose whatever you want. If I were to set myself down and get myself in that front support position, I'm thinking about pushing all the way out through our shoulders as we go on through. And we're just thinking about dropping all the way down with our chest tapping down on the floor. And maybe this is a little bit too easy. I don't know. If it's too easy, you might even think about rotating your arms out a little bit, and you might tiptoe forward a little bit. And as you drop yourself down, you think about going forward in front of you. Press yourself on up. It's really hard. Oh, fantastic. And my arms are already shaking, and this is good.
And if you're not crazy like that, that's fine too. You can elevate. So finding a stair step perhaps, or a low table or bench or ottoman would be great. But
your couch could work.
Yeah, true. Making that connection.
Very good. Really think about pushing all the way out through those shoulder blades when you get yourself up. If you even need more of an incline, if you just find a staircase, you could find something that elevates you even a little bit more. You could even use the back of your couch. For instance, the back of your couch might be a little bit higher. That might help you a little bit at scaling down that challenge level, allowing you to accomplish those 5 or 10 reps, whatever you're looking for. Very nice. Yeah, that's really good. That's fantastic. Let's talk about exercise.
Ooh. Next one, hold, question mark. That's like the name of the game. You probably, if you are an athlete that is really interested in staying in shape while this is all happening and you no longer have a gym and maybe unfortunately you don't have a pull-up bar, that's been a challenge.
You should have a pull-up bar.
True.
You should get a pull-up bar. Every house needs a pull-up bar.
But let's pretend you don't have one. And we got some options. So again, finding a weight, I'm already out of breath.
I know, this is working, it's good, it's great.
Finding a weight that you feel comfortable with. So whether or not that's an object, whether or not you need a lot of weight and you want to find a bag that you can really fill up and grab. What we're gonna do is do rows, but we're gonna make them a little alternative. We're gonna do them bent over. So grabbing your weight, you're gonna find a level that's around knee height-ish. So nothing too high and nothing too low. So like a coffee table would be really perfect for this. And from this bent over position, you're gonna brace on the edge of the table. And what we're doing is we're rowing and pulling this object back. Do you want to explain?
Yep, so she's really thinking about pulling and driving through that elbow. She wants to keep her shoulder as still as possible. Sometimes you get in this position, your body kind of subconsciously starts going, hey, check out how much higher I can go, like twisting along with it. We don't really want that right now. We just want to think about pulling it all the way up. You want to get that weight as close as you can to that armpit, and you want to let it down nice and slow. And be creative with the amount of weight you choose. Like Nicole said, you could find a milk jug and you can just start, keeping a milk jug or a water jug around. You could even drink the milk after. Have a nice little post-workout. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But we're here for just thinking about pulling ourselves up. You could even grab, I don't know, if you want to grab a small child, be responsible with it. So child could work. Maybe you could fill up a backpack. You could fill up a backpack with a lot of different stuff that's in it to try to get that weight a little bit higher. Start increasing the challenge level a little bit, making it work for you.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other options for pulling. We had some ideas.
That's true.
This is all dependent on how stable your furniture is. So if you have flimsy furniture, I don't know if I'd recommend this.
What are we doing first? We're doing
the question mark comes in the chairs.
Oh, very cool.
So should you have this way?
Yes.
Should you have a couple of chairs that are sturdy? And should you have enough objects to put in them? If you are fortunate enough to have other humans around you right now, like
Nicole's are not included.
Nicole's are not included, unfortunately. We could push down. Maybe if you have a couple of children to sit in them. We can do rows that way. Options. Again, if you have enough heavy objects that you can stack on the chairs in order to make them a little more stable, I'm going to carefully stop. There you go. See? So as soon as you let up,
yeah.
I don't recommend it. But we can get creative. Perhaps if you go slowly enough.
Oh, it's really hard.
Yeah. So a couple options just to get you out of that box mentality of how to find some pulling.
Pretty good.
Something a little bit more direct. If you have a sturdy table. So keep in mind, using the shorter side of the table, probably a better idea. A little bit more stability there, more so than pulling directly in the center where you have a lot more bowing. But you can use the table for a row as well. I don't necessarily recommend this if you have, what do they call it, posts? Like where you have the posts.
Like a center column?
Like a center column, because there would be a lot of flex. I wouldn't want that happening to my table, so up to you. But I think if you have a table with 4 legs, this theoretically should have enough support, but I don't know your table. You know your table.
This table's so glossy, it's actually really hard for my fingers and my grip.
It's a really wonderful grip activity. Cool.
I dig it.
So that pull is something that we can practice next one.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we travel along our exercise list, we're thinking about other stuff and other movements that we can challenge ourselves with to move our bodies around and get ourselves in different shapes, different positions than we normally would find ourselves now that we are self-quarantining ourselves in our own homes, but that also relate to some of the parkour mechanics so that we, don't lose out on those abilities. Yeah, so we've got scissor kicks. You want to make sure you have a space where you will not kick a person, a loved one, a puppy, a kitty, or anything else that might be really excited at you being down this low on the ground. Be like, oh, cool, fantastic, because we are going to take one leg, we're going to think about kicking it up and scissor kicking ourselves back down. We're trying to start on one leg, we heel drive with one leg, we transition and transfer down. You do not need to do these super tall. They can absolutely be done really small, and just think about landing nice and soft on that one leg as we travel on down. One leg travels down as the other travels up. That's the scissor action that we're looking for. If doing this down on the ground is too challenging, same idea. Find a staircase, find something that can elevate your arms a little bit, take a little bit of that weight off of your body and make it a little bit easier for you to feel that height and that lift coming and being generated from your lower body. Very good. Wonderful. Last. Last. We got a special thing. We are bringing back Deadbugs. Deadbugs, yes, I know, Deadbugs. We're gonna find some open space, could be anywhere. And what we're gonna really practice is core tension, but we're also going to implement a little bit of breathing in with it. For this to happen, we're gonna start off, and I'm gonna stop talking because it's gonna be really hard for me to talk at the same time.
Yep.
And breathe.
Cool. Real quick, Andrew says, thanks for keeping us entertained and strong and limber. Thanks, Andrew.
You go, Andrew.
Okay, for these dead bugs, hollow body is number one most important thing. We're lifting, I'm gonna go on this side. We're lifting up our shoulder blades. So think about bottom line of a sports bra, but we don't want that shoulder blade touching the ground. We're also trying to tuck our tail up. So from a standing position, you can take a break because I'm gonna talk a lot.
That was already kind of hard.
For that hollow body, you wanna really think about tucking your hips down and pressing that back of your spine directly into the ground. Cool?
Yeah.
So we're reaching up, up, up to the sky. Charlie's gonna take opposites. Opposite hand, opposite foot, and they're gonna open as he breathes in, and then he moves on exhale. He's gonna experience breathing while working. It's a hard task. He'll breathe in again and always move on an exhale, thinking about pushing that lower spot of your spine down into the ground. So again, on the exhale, he goes open, breathing, exhale, close.
That was one.
That was one, because one on each side. You gotta do it 3 times. Big extension. Only go as far open as is appropriate for you. So if you're starting to really get your shoulder blades touching the ground, no bueno, don't open up as far. It's mostly about thinking about reaching these 2 neutral limbs up. I find that I struggle with that. It's like my brain doesn't understand. So thinking about these 2 lifting up, on exhales, the opposites extending out and away so that I don't block his view. I'll go to the side now. And then last one, extend open, breath in, and exhale, close.
Oh my
Good
God.
job. Not really loud. Sorry. Dead bugs, all in the belly.
Oh man, that's challenging.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? You want to go through one more round just
Sure.
to help people know?
See if people have questions.
Yeah.
So now would be a great time for questions for any of the particular movements. So we're going to show all the text again on screen. We've already done our warm up. So back on deck is slider lungers. So getting that slippery thing that you found, whether or not it's a towel or a book or an actual furniture slider. And we're thinking about reaching back, staying weighted in that heel.
I feel left out, so I'm going to join.
Do you want to grab a slide?
Nope, I'm going to pretend.
He's a pretender.
Check this out.
Oh yeah.
What number are we on?
6,
6.
7. I think 10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
Good job, Charles. Oh my goodness.
Switch sides.
No, we switched sides. Back. The gym is so cold, but I am now so hot.
Or attacked me out of nowhere.
I didn't touch my heel. My heel.
Your knee.
Yeah, that thing. I don't know what number I'm on.
I'm on 5.
Oh, good.
I just did 6.
Okay, good.
There's 8.
I think I'm done.
9.
I'm gonna call it done.
10. We move on.
Push-ups.
What do you want to do push-ups on?
I'm gonna do 5 here.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to do my 5 over here.
Okay. don't need a long sleeve anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Next, pulls. I'm doing the reverse row, the bend over row.
I'm gonna use the table.
Cool. I'm ending.
And 5 or 10, it's up to you.
Okay.
5 or 10.
I'll do 5, since 5 on each side to make it a little faster. That's not enough. I'm gonna do 10. Wait.
10's actually pretty good over here. Feel pretty good.
It felt about right with this weight.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
Very nice.
Scissor kicks.
Scissor kicks.
Side by side.
Sure.
Maybe we won't die.
I'm gonna try not to kick these bars up here.
Don't kick the bars, Charles.
Here we go.
Yep. Woo. Right?
Yeah.
5 on each.
5 on each side.
Deadbugs!
Oh no!
Which way do I want to go?
Oh, deadbugs are so challenging. Oh man.
You go sideways.
Here. Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
I think that was it. I have a hard time counting.
You're breathing fast.
Oh no! I'll keep going.
No, it's good. Oh, and that's pretty good. That's a wonderful little complete workout. Feel free to do a couple more rounds. We're not gonna make you watch us work out.
That's boring.
But we're probably gonna keep going.
Yeah.
But again, feel free. Yeah.
I hope you continue as well.
We would love to see what your setup was. If you found creative ways to do any of these exercises at home, share it with us. You can email it to us. You can join the Discord. Link is down in the description underneath. Feel free to message us through chat.
Yeah.
Ask questions. We are here to help because, yeah, we have to lift each other up in these trying, very strange times.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you,
Interesting
everybody.
format. We'll see you next time.
Oh, Joel's asking what's the breathing pattern on Deadbugs again?
Oh yeah, Joel's asking breathing pattern of the Deadbugs. Deadbug breathing pattern, you always move on the exhale. So you freeze, and if you need to take extra breaths in a frozen position, you can absolutely do that. That's a wonderful way to work harder. And then anytime you make your arms and legs go together or apart, it's always on an exhale. So you're thinking about exhaling and pushing that belly deeper into the ground. Good question. If anybody else has any other questions, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We love you a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye.